Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a Project Life process video. I'm going to be using the Studio Calico January Documenter Kit, and this is the first time that I use my Documenter Kits for Project Life using the new format. I've used these kits in other albums in December Daily, but not in my regular Project Life. I have to admit that it was not as easy as just picking the cards. I think the fact that everything it's together, it's slightly harder to separate in your mind, especially if you're very used to just having journaling cards. This one is kind of, I think that I will get used to it eventually, but for now it's a little bit difficult. And sometimes I think well, I should cut all the cards, but then what if I want a 6x8 pattern of the one that I cut, or 6x4? So I have thought of different things. This is January of 2021, and this is the album that I'm gonna be working on to finish. It's a monthly one. The rest of the album is gonna fluctuate between monthly and weekly. I do have an insert which is for Dia de Reyes, which is like a second Christmas for Latinos, and it's in January 6th. And I usually keep it very simple with these photos because it's very similar to Christmas, and I already have my December Daily. So this is usually the tree, a few photos of the kids opening presents, and maybe the presents. But yeah, I was looking for a combination of filler cards and cards that I can write my journaling on. I like to use lines when I'm writing my journaling with my handwriting, and when I'm using a simple background or a card that doesn't have lines, I like to use my typewriter. And I bought new ink for my typewriter, and it's so very exciting. I'm gonna add the link. I have a Corona. No, it's a Webster. The Corona was the one I had before that. But you can check it out if you own a typewriter. And if you own the We Are Memory Keepers one, I use the same ribbons from the We Are Memory Keepers on the Websters, so they're probably, you can use them together. And it has different colors. It has purple, black, of course, green, red, pink. So I got a pink one, and I got one that was red and green that I plan to use on December Daily if I need anything extra, for journaling. And I got a black and a purple, which is the one that I'm going to use for this one. I'm just going to use black. And I'm going to use the alpha stickers that came in that Documenter Kit to write January. And they are not as sticky as the other Studio Calico alphas that I've used. Maybe it's the fact that it's the material, but they're still very cute. I love the font. I, of course, have to complain that there are no numbers, and that is something that I love adding to my Project Life. And this time it's not that important because it's a monthly spread, but usually I do enjoy having numbers. And I'm going to be obsessed with these circle stickers. I think based on this title card, I just went circle crazy. And I have a few that are from Studio Calico. There are others that are for planners, but it works for me. I felt like I needed to add a little extra adhesive to that sticker. This is New Year, New Me. And I'm going to write a little journaling about the Minnie Mouse that I found. I thought that it was going to be very simple, that I was going to write other stuff in there, but apparently I had some buried feelings about a Minnie Mouse that I lost when I was little, and I was working that out. But I never found the owner. I share the photo everywhere, but sadly I couldn't find the person. Hopefully they got a replacement. I don't know why that weighs so much in my brain. And these little word stickers are from Pretty Little Studio. I love that they come in different colors. They have one for each collection. I'm also gonna add to my little clusters those little heart stickers. And I love those circle stickers. I know it's really dumb, it's just a circle, but they're just like the perfect little embellishment. And I wanted to add a little extra journaling, so I'm gonna write my journaling with a Tombow monojoin pen, and this is the size 02. It's my favorite one. I don't know if my fellow people that love pens understand that sometimes you write different with each size and kind of pen, so this is the one that works for me. And at first I want to add it to the other photo, but I thought that it would look better in this one. This sticker sheet is from me and my big ideas from one of the crafty. It's one of those sticker books, but this one is craft theme. And I do journal a lot about items that I make, and in this case my daughter made this little snowman with found objects, so I thought that it would be good to add So Crafty here. And my kid drew this tattoo on me. It looks great. I didn't keep it because I have taken many showers since 2021. It's been a while. But I'm just trying to, this is going to be one of my priorities this year, and I also want to start working on 2024. I've had a very busy month of March, so I'm not nearly where I wanted to be, but hopefully the rest of the months will be a little bit easier. And I just like to add little clusters, and that is one awesome thing about those circle stickers from Studio Calico. They are from old kits. I don't think you're gonna find them anymore, sadly. But the rest, I'm pretty sure that you can Google planner circles and you will find the ones that I'm using. And the little word stickers from Pretty Little Studio are from the Blooming Hearts collection. That kind of goes well with this kit. And here I'm just going to do a cluster. I do my clusters where I don't cover anything important. In this case, I'm covering a blanket because my kid was sleeping. So I wanted to stick mostly, I always grab extra things from the kits, but my priority when I'm making this project is to use the items that come in a kit. Now this kit has a bunch of cards and papers, which is good, but again, it's I'm still getting used to it. It's different when you're doing December daily. I feel like it's a different mindset when I'm doing different projects. Like my December daily brain is not my project life brain or my reading journal brain. So sometimes when I'm in a role doing something, it's kind of hard to get out of that mood. And those chipboard hearts and arrows were from another Studio Calico kit. And I also had this little sticker book. Both of them are from Simple Stories. And this one that I have right now, the colors are a little bit more like the Studio Calico kit. It also helps when you're cleaning out. I clean up my desk between projects, and it's easier for me to put everything back in a kit and then have a few extra items that are not part of the kit, and I can just put them away. I do love using these prompt stamps from Everyday Explorers, but I think that this is the currently prompts. And it's about this awesome book that I was listening to. It's called The Clutter Connection. And if you're familiar with the Clutter Bug, she is amazing. And there are, the main thing is that there are 4 different kind of organizers. And once you understand how people organize, it's easier to keep things organized. And it has helped me a lot because everyone in this house has a different way of organizing. And it could be difficult because I'm very particular, but of course I have to compromise a lot so everyone can keep things organized. And it's pointing out to a little brain that you can't really see in the video, but it's there in the photo. And from the inauguration day, I have a meme. Everyone remembers Bernie. He was all of us sitting out in the cold, all grumpy. And I'm going to use my Dymo label maker, but I'm going to use one of the Smash ribbons that aren't that good as the Dymo ones, but I have the color already and I got them, so I'm going to use them. I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive when I put them down. I thought about using letters, but then I remember that I could just use my Dymo label maker, and it's a lot easier, and that way it's also easier to fit in the photo. Sometimes letter stickers are a little bit too big. So that I picked my favorite meme, and this was it. And I wanted to add a little layering behind it, just with the circle stickers. And it's kind of tedious to always have to add adhesive to these label ribbons, but you know, I am going to use it because I already have it. And I like to add things in odd numbers, so I would add 5 stickers in total, so 3 to one side, 2 to the other. If I do odd numbers, it's because I do clusters of 3 and I end up with 6. And this was before we officially moved in. We did a walkthrough, and that was a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I have all of these photos because the house has changed a lot in this past few years. Usually it was about like documenting houses that we lived at. My husband was in the military, so we had to move a lot. It was very annoying. But then I could have like memories of places that we lived before. I have a big cluster there, mostly with the circles. I don't know, I'm obsessed. There are going to be lots of circles in this video. If you're not a circle person, sorry about that. We were also going to IKEA to check out stuff that we needed to buy. We ended up getting rid of old furniture or furniture that just wouldn't fit our new like life in the house. So yeah, and these robins are very old. They're from Studio Calico. I looked through old Studio Calico stuff and I wish they would bring a bunch of it back. I know that it would be redundant, it would be the same thing, but they make really, really, really good staples. If you don't own any Studio Calico yet, stay tuned for their warehouse sales. Sometimes they do really good sales during the year. So, and here I'm gonna write my journaling, but I didn't want to talk about exactly the weekend. I just wanted to talk about some bullet points. So I'm going to cover the days with stickers. And again, I'm using my 02 monodrawing pen from Tombow. And I wanted to talk about the book that I was listening to, The Clutterbug. And it was so good, honestly. And it's on Hoopla. If you don't even have to buy it. So Hoopla is a service where if you have a library card, you can listen to up to 10 books, audiobooks or ebooks per month. And it's just so convenient. And I've saved so much money just going, instead of having an Audible subscription or buying the book, I just go there first. And I am in love with this stars stamp set from Studio Calico. I'm going to be using that a lot. And sometimes I like to add stamping around, especially if the background is white or it's only one color. It's a good opportunity to stamp a lot. And I'm going to use the chambray from Studio Calico. It looks cute, but I wish that I used other color, but also with the gray background, it's kind of difficult because whatever is on the back is going to affect your color. Is basic color theory. So I wanted to use, if I wanted to pick one, I would have used the peach, but then it would have looked a little bit brown. And that stamp set has like different size of stars, and some of them look like asterisks, and they have different sizes and or clusters, and it's one of my new favorite ones. And this is going to be my title card for Dia de Reyes, and I'm just going to put the title first. And this ruler comes with the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. When you buy the single pen, and it's just a lot easier to put the letters, and instead of eyeing them and having to remove them, it's less work, and I'm kind of particular about that. So I would gripe about that often until I figure out that I could use this awesome little ruler that is actually for kanji calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy, but works for this too. So, and I'm gonna use to stamp the date an L Studio date stamp, and this is an old one. I think it ends in 2020, so I'm gonna have to do a little surgery, but it's gonna work out because I was thinking about getting the new one, and I was like, this makes no sense because I already have this one. So all I have to do is a little surgery. It will work out just fine. And I wanted to use this background. I wish I could have put it a little bit more to the left so I could grab a little bit extra of that really like pink, but this is me nitpicking. And I'm gonna stamp it, and I've used the stamp a lot, so I don't need to use my eraser. It's not really a new stamp. Here I'm gonna pick a small scissors to add a number, to eliminate the 0 and add a number 1, because I've also wanted the mega date stamp from Studio Calico, and with the half off sale, I was so tempted, but I resisted. And I like how the date pops in the white background. And I'm just adding a little bit of stapling to add texture to the card. It's not necessary to keep it there. Of course, I'm using the Tombow Mono Air Touch adhesive, which is my go-to adhesive lately. I'm trying to add something else to it, and these banners are perfect. They are the perfect size for a title card. They are almost 6 inches. I would say that they're like 5 1/4, and they just fit perfect in this card. And this is the result. Now I'm gonna keep working on the insert. I think I'm good for now with the actual spread. And these sticker books have little word stickers like phrases, and I absolutely love those. And they're very colorful too. They have different fonts. So I'm gonna layer it with a little bit of washi tape. And whenever I pick a kit, I try to put my favorite washi around. The one that I know that I'm going to use a lot is the one that I'm going to put in my little rhino that you can't find anymore. Sadly, it was from We Are Keepers. No, We Are Makers. It used to be We Are Memory Keepers. Now it is We Are Makers. They're doing lots of stuff. The We Are Makers people. That now it's owned by American Craft, so it kind of makes sense, but they could live a little bit for the rest. And at first I thought that maybe I should grab my December kit to use with these Dia de Reyes photos, but I just figured that I would use what I have so I don't keep adding to a pile. The more items I have, the more time it takes me to make a layout, because I love embellishing. And that is sometimes my downfall when I use my DIY kit, that I want to use all the things and I want to add all the things to my kit. But as much as I try to not add way too many things, I always do make those kits very loaded. And I wanted to use the shape of that card. It had like a circle in the middle and it was radiating, so I thought that I would use one of those house stickers. They're very cute, with one of the Pretty Little Studio phrase stickers. And I thought about adding more things, but it's very busy. It's a double spread, have an insert, the paper is busy, so I think that was pretty good. I used my typewriter to type my journaling on this card. And I kept, when I took apart my Studio Calico kits, I did leave one pouch for all my monthly markers. Sadly, this year I don't think they're doing that, which is a bummer because I absolutely love them. But I just keep them all in one pouch because I never know when I'm gonna use my kits. So to me, this is the easiest way of having them accessible, that I know where they are so I can quickly use them. Yeah, but this kit also had a bunch of stickers with the frames and the circle die cuts and the circles on the cards and the pages, so I'm just using the inspiration that the kit was giving me. And I always try not to cover the Christmas tree too much, or any item on the background that it's very either very busy because then it becomes too much to the eye, or something that is very important or that sort of mark a date in our lives. And I love this photo. My kid is so silly. It's one of my favorite holiday photos. And I'm going to go again with the circles. And I could just add the little phrase sticker, but I can't help myself. I need to use those circles. And this is the final spread. Here you can see the spread before I add the insert, and I'm gonna do a little close-up since it was so busy. There were so many pictures, so many elements. I didn't embellish in every single photo. I never really do, unless, no, I don't think I ever embellish every single photo. That, even for me, that's for my eyes. And I'm also trying to keep things a little more simple so I can get them done in less time and hopefully get more layouts done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so your YouTube doesn't recommend you bird videos and instead recommends my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye!